honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. Yeah, they can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on 22-yard line.
We go set. 280. Mike's 56. What's the right? 70. They're running it. Check me out.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run with Hines. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
250. Check 55 to Mike. Don't get Omaha. Ready, move. 6-6. Pull it high.
Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. 180. Check 55. Mike. It's coming this way. Here we go. Mike, 55.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Ready? 90 Wolf. 54 Mike. Bound to lose one. Switch it. Christian Travis.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on third down, Jones. And it's complete. Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Let's go.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Shoot.
On 2nd and 12, Jones, then caught by Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
General West. Hey, exit.
Now Jones, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And a 2-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin the drive with Hines. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down right around the 37. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Bang, 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 bang. Check 99, check 99.
Now a give right side. It's Hines, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Stafford now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Yeah.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
Throwing Jones. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
This is Hines. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Undercrush. Quick edge. Go.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 16.
He's coming. We got double up.
Now it's Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, check.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Darius Slay. It's a pickup of 6.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to look deep down the field, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike 5-4. Smooth. Now. Check Mike 54. Yo, fast. Ready?
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. Extra point up and good by Succa. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Easy. 55 Mike, guys.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Hines, he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 19-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Check 3, check 3. Check 24, check 24. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. For the catch made by Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. It's Hines, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Derek Wolfe coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
We go set. 280.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Jones off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 32-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
218, chop. You got tight right there.
On first down, it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Yo.
They'll run with Thompson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Rerun. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Omaha, ready, move. Get on.
Out of the gun, Stafford. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check, go 20. Check 55, Mike. Watch the run. 11. Check 31, check 31.
And this is caught by Curse. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jermaine Curse, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Set. 250. Alert. Protein spill. Check. Lock.
On 1st down, Hines. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
20. 180. 20.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
32. Check hot route. Hot. Shift. Whip. Watch the whip.
Stafford. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully take the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. 61, matchbox, lights. Right there, 54, right there. Hey, box drop. Watch the out. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54. 6'6", bullet high. Hey, wahoo! Deep grip.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Set. 10 over. Defense wins championships, baby. Get ready.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run it again with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Back now at Ford Field. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
22! 11-11!
Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, throw left side complete. That's Hines. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing to Stafford, eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Alert!
Stafford on 1st down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run again with Hines. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the 39, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He may try and run for this. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
It's now third and 9.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for Detroit. And even 60 yards.
At the 11-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Bring it. Hey, Zoo. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Jones now throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey, watch that. Check, get it.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded at the 33. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Coaching spell.
At the 24-yard line.
Go.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic.
Hey, echo.
From the 24, Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, come on,
Off play action. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrett Davis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
We go set, go, set.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Lions, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.